Hello.
Hey, Simon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Eh? Hey, thanks for making time on short notice and sure my invite was rambling and not awesome, and you do not have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. I have a couple of notes to share with you, um, but I'll be glad to have those notes to make sure I cover things, but I will also follow up with an email so you don't have to retain everything I'm going to say. Made the difficult decision to restructure the XD org and as a result reduce the size of the org. And unfortunately, you're impacted by this change. So your last working day is today, but the good news is you'll be paid through February 2nd. Um, yeah, those are the most important pieces of information. Your system access as an employee will be turned off at some point today. I'm not sure when exactly. In your Workday and benefits portal, you'll still have access to until February 2nd as an employee, and then after that, you'll have access to it as an alumni. And then I'm going to email you the specifics of your severance, benefits, and a few other details that will probably be helpful later when you're ready to go through them. Um, and then on your last day, you'll get your severance documents via DocuSign to sign, and I'll go to your personal email address. I want to pause. I know I just rattled off a whole bunch of really big news. Is there any questions or anything that you want to ask?
Are there any reasons other than just like restructuring? Like, what's the reason for the restructuring?
That's a really good question. It has to do with the company is doing consolidated priorities this year and next year. They are looking to so the org, it has nothing to do with performance. It has nothing to do with location and everything to do with the company wanting to do less in tech and do take on less priorities. And as a result, the team is being reduced for that to support that.
Another question I had was around like my remote status. Is that like a factor in this as well?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It did, to be perfectly honest, it did count the remote status in general came up as a potential discussion, but it ended up not being a factor. Well, please don't obviously feel a pressure to do anything today other than take care of yourself.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, I'm so sorry, Simone. Well, please again, like take today and take care of yourself. And again, I'm really sorry that this is happening.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. See you on
All
LinkedIn, I
right.
guess. I have already cried today. I'll probably cry more. Um, yeah, so I got an email like an hour ago that said, "Hi, I'd like to get together and share an update on our organization and what this means for you." So, yeah, I already knew that this was coming. At first, I thought that like maybe it wouldn't just impact me because someone else mentioned that they got the same email. And I was like, oh, well, maybe, because this has happened before when they laid off all of our managers. So I was like, well, maybe they're telling all of us at the same time that someone else is getting, like someone big at the top is getting laid off. But I reached out to that person and I was like, does your meeting start at 12? And she said, no, my meeting starts at 12:30. So when she said that, that's when I had my breakdown and that's when I started crying. Um, I think the best news out of that is that I'm going to get my bonus, so that will help. I don't know how much the bonus will be because I don't know how well the company performed, but that check will come in March and I'll still get another regular paycheck from work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do have savings, thank God, but like I don't know what I'm gonna do if it takes months to get a new job because I still want to remain in tech. I still want a remote position which those are harder to come by now. And like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't get another job, because I have the mortgage now, and the mortgage is like $2,700 a month. I have my trip planned to New Zealand next month. I should probably cancel that. If I can get a refund on my flight, I should probably cancel that, which sucks because I've been planning that since like this time last year. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't. Um, um, I don't know what, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to have faith that everything's gonna work out eventually. I just don't know how long it'll take for things to work out, and it just really scares me because I don't have anybody to like lean on. Like, I'm not rich, my family isn't rich. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I just don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm sure it's all gonna work out. First, I just want to say thank you. As y'all saw, that was a very emotional day for me, but I was not expecting all of those comments and for y'all to be so supportive. So I just want to say thank you. And a little bit about me. So I am going on almost 8 years of experience in the UX design field. For the last few years, I've been focusing on content design. So I was doing a lot of things like information architecture, style guides. I worked on different design system teams, so doing stuff like that. I'm also wanting to focus more on accessibility. So right now I'm studying for the CPAC exam, which is like a exam that certifies you in accessibility. So for my next roles, I want something that is either in accessibility or content design, or like maybe even both, if I can find that. So today is the day that I give back my equipment to my company. They said they want their stuff back and they want it today. So I have to give back 3 different things. So first, I gotta give back the MacBook that they gave me. I have this box up here because I have a big like sticker on the front that says my company's logo, so I don't want to show that. So this was a MacBook Pro 13-inch. I have other stickers on here too, and I'm like, can I take the stickers off and keep the stickers? Because I have a Beyonce sticker on here and I would like to keep it. It's not coming off. Oh well. They didn't say I have to clean it, so they can keep my stickers. This is a phone that they gave me for testing. So this is a Samsung A13. I don't even, like, this is not a good phone. And last but not least, they want the company ID back. They want me to give my badge back. And I'm like, is this not petty? Can y'all not just deactivate this? Like, why do you actually need this back? Like, I don't know. I would like to keep it as a souvenir. Yeah, so that's what I have to give them. And they shipped me a box. So I'm about to put everything in the box and then go to my local UPS and it'll be gone. Put this. Okay, so it is all packaged up and let's take it to UPS. So I'm about to call my mortgage lender and tell them that I've been laid off and I'm unemployed and I need some type of financial assistance. So let's see what they say and how this conversation goes, because I've never had to make a call like this before.
Thank you for calling your mortgage servicing center. Thank you for calling your customer care center. How may I help you today?
Yeah, I was recently laid off from my job and I wanted to, I guess, discuss like any type of financial assistance that's offered.
Looks like your account is current and due for March 1st. Account, again, like I stated, is current. So you would need to, if you're unable to make your, I think you already paid for March and February. So, yeah, so when you're unable to pay like for the next month and you go delinquent for 30 days, then at that time, they would be able to offer some type of assistance, and I can get you over to loss mitigation or collections, and they would help assist with that. But being that your account is current, there are no options for early prevention, unfortunately.
So it would be like 1 month late on payments before any options would be available.
Yeah, once you're not able to make a 30-day payment within that month, we have to get you over to those departments anyway. So, yeah.
Okay.
And they will be able to tell you what options you will have.
Okay. So that's not what I was, I didn't know I have to be delinquent or like not be able to pay for a month. I guess that makes sense. That was not the response that I was hoping for. I don't know. Like, I don't know what happens if I'm delinquent on a payment. So basically they were saying like if I don't pay for a month, then I would have some type of financial assistance, or they could tell me what options I would have. But I don't know how not paying for a month would affect the rest of my financial life. Like my credit score, I guess that's what I'm talking about. Like, would that not hurt my credit score? Which at this point, I don't know if that should be that big of a concern. But a late payment, I think, is like a really big deal to your credit score. And that's like one of the worst things you can do to like really drop your credit and it stay dropped, because I think a late payment stays on your credit score for a while. The day after I got laid off, I woke up and I felt like I needed to have some type of control over the situation because I felt like I was going to be spiraling. So I went and I made a list of everything that I can't control and what I can control. So the things that I can't control is when I'll find another job. I can't control how much that new job will pay, or if I'll like it, or if it'll still be remote. So I can't control any of those things about the job. And then about my house, I can't control if I go into foreclosure. That's very like worst case scenario. But yeah, I can't control if that happens. I can't control if I will need to move back home with my parents. And I can't control if content creation can pay my mortgage every month. I am monetized on YouTube and I have been for years, but for the longest time, I didn't make anything more than like $300. And that was like a rare time that I made the $300. So usually it's between like $100 and $200. But anyway, so I can't control if content creation can pay my mortgage, and I can't control if I will make brand deals. So since I can't control those things, it makes no sense to focus on any of those things. And instead, I'm only going to focus on things that I can control. So I can control how many jobs I apply to. I can control if I'm flexible on whether or not I remain remote. I love working remotely. I'm a big introvert, but I understand that it's 2025 and not 2021 or even 2022, and remote jobs aren't as plentiful as they used to be. So I can be flexible on that. I can control if I do contract work instead of going to like a full-time salary position again. I could do contract work or part-time roles. I could also consider jobs outside of my career. And as far as content creation goes, I can control how many videos I upload. And the more videos I upload, the more money I should make on YouTube and here on TikTok, because I got monetized on TikTok too, so that's cool. Yeah, so the more videos I upload, the more money I should make, and then the more videos I make, the more views I should get, which could increase the chances of me getting things like brand deals. So I'm just gonna focus on the things that I can control, because it'll just make me upset if I focus on the things that I can't control. Okay, so I'm about to call my student loan provider and tell them that I got laid off.
Thank you for calling Nelnet. Postponing payments with a deferment might be right for you if you are experiencing financial hardship, going back to school, are unemployed, or are on active military duty. The federal government pays the interest on subsidized student loans during deferment. However, borrowers are responsible for paying interest that accrues on unsubsidized loans during deferment. Or other economic. Press 1 if you are currently unemployed or working less than 30 hours per week. If not, press 2. To return to the previous menu, press 1 if you're diligently seeking but unable to find full-time employment, receiving unemployment benefits, or registered with an unemployment agency. If not, press 2. Okay, based on your responses, you may qualify for a deferment to postpone your payments. Please stay on the line while we request an application form to be sent to your nelnet.studentaid.gov inbox within 24 hours. I've ordered your application. Please complete and return the form to us. Once we receive the completed documents, please allow 5 business days for processing. If you are done, you may hang up.
So it seems as though I will qualify for that. I didn't know that I have to do like a whole application and then wait like 5 business days. So that's something to keep in mind. My payment is going to be due before those 5 business days are up. So that's why I was like, oh. So I'm going to have to pay another month of that. But hopefully they do get deferred, because that would be, another bill that I don't have to worry about right now. Let's go over my current financial situation. So first, let's list out all of my expenses. So my biggest expense is my mortgage. Total, like every month, it's $2,800. Then let's go over my credit cards. So first, I have the Citi credit card, and I have to pay $384 a month towards that. I have a Bilt credit card, and I pay $341 per month towards that. My Amex credit card, that's $214. And lastly, my Chase credit card, that's $144. Then there's my student loans. If I can't get those deferred, then that is $224. Groceries for the month, I'm estimating $350. Next is my water bill. I'm kind of estimating at that, but I'll put that at $60. My energy bill, another estimation, but $150. I do have a gym membership for $25. I also do Pilates, and that's $100. My phone bill is $25 a month. My internet bill is $84 a month. My security plan for my house is $30 a month. I'm currently using Apple Music for $12 a month. Apple Storage is $10 a month. I also use Epidemic Sound, and that's $18 a month. I also have a car wash membership for $25 a month. I may give that up as the weather gets warmer. And then gas in my car. I don't usually go too far, except when I'm traveling. But when I'm not traveling, I'm estimating about $50 a month for that. And then toiletries is $75 a month. So total, my expenses are $5,121 a month. And now let's go over the income. So that'll be a lot shorter. Income is my virtual assistant job. So I get $300 a month from that. YouTube, that goes up every month, or it goes up and down every month, so it's hard to say for that, but I'm going to estimate at $1,000 a month from that. I recently got monetized on TikTok, and that one is rough. TikTok doesn't pay a lot. So I'm just going to estimate that I can do like 300 a month from TikTok. If my views go up, then maybe I can get more money. And lastly is my unemployment. I should be able to get 2,400 a month from unemployment. So if I add up all of my income, that is 4,000 a month. So my income, 4,000 minus my expenses, $5,121, means that I have negative $1,121 a month. I am 32, single, a homeowner, and I got laid off from my 6-figure tech job around 6 months ago. You might remember my reaction when I found out the news. But since then, I have been applying for countless jobs. I've had plenty of interviews, but still no job offers. I went on unemployment to make ends meet, but those benefits have since run out. And I'm now living off of my savings and any money I make off of my YouTube channel. Emotionally, there are some days where I'm hyper-focused on my situation and it causes a lot of anxiety. And other days, I'm able to not think about it as much and I feel okay. Life has been a complete roller coaster for this entire year so far, but I'm hoping that it calms down during the second half of the year. So let's go over my updated budget. So currently, these are my list of expenses. So I still have my mortgage, obviously. I'm sitting in my house now, but that is $2,800 a month. Groceries, I estimate at $350 for groceries. Healthcare, that's something that has changed since the first time I did a video like this. So healthcare, I've started buying my own healthcare, and that's $350 a month. My Citi credit card, I've talked about it more over on my YouTube channel, but I had multiple credit cards. I paid some of them down. I did a balance transfer and put the remaining balance on my Citi credit card. So now instead of having like 4 different credit card payments every month, I just have one and it's on a 0% balance transfer. And I pay $250 a month towards that. Energy, I estimate that that's around $150 a month. Internet, that is $90 a month. Toiletries, I'm estimating that to be around $75 a month. Gas for my car, I have a paid off Honda, and for gas, I mean, like that changes a lot, but I'm estimating around $60 a month. Water, my water bill, $60 a month. I have a security plan for my house that is $30 a month. My phone bill is $25 a month. My phone is paid for. I always buy my phones outright, but for the data plan, I use Visible and it's $25 a month. Unlimited data. I have a link to them in my bio if you want to try them out. The gym. Some people have said that I should give up the gym. For me, there's a lot of mental clarity that comes with the gym. So I'm not willing to give that up, and it's $25, but I am willing to downgrade. I need to do the steps to downgrade that, and then that won't be as expensive. So things that have changed, I'm no longer paying my student loans. Those are deferred. I'm no longer paying for Pilates. I still go, but someone that I know, they are paying for me because they know how much I want to still go. And it reached a point where I was like, I can't pay for this anymore. But they're sponsoring me for that. So thank you to them. And then a bunch of other subscriptions that I cut out. So now my total expenses are $4,265 a month while unemployed. Well, without a full-time job. But this is how I am bringing money in right now. So I have a virtual assistant job. I only do like 10 hours a month. That's all the business that I work for. That's all they really need. So I only make $300 a month from that. My YouTube ad revenue. So I am monetized on YouTube, but it definitely pays more than the other platforms, but it goes up and down. So it's kind of unreliable, but I've reached a point where I can expect a minimum of $1,000 a month from that. And then sponsorships, similar. I don't have as much control over how many sponsorships I get, but I do think that I can bring in $1,000 a month from sponsorships. And what's changed is I'm no longer on unemployment, so I'm not getting that money anymore. So now my new income is $2,300. And if I subtract my income from my expenses, that leaves me in the hole, in the negative, by $1,965 every single month. So that is my current budget, my current financial situation. I've been unemployed for over 6 months, and here's a typical day of job hunting. So I wake up when my body tells me to. I've tried to stick to waking up at a certain time, but mentally it can be hard to get out of the bed a lot of days, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm doing the best I can. Y'all pray for me. But when I am up, showered, done in the bathroom and everything, I'll come downstairs and fix my breakfast/lunch, depending on what time I make it downstairs. But these days, my go-to meal is a yogurt bowl with my homemade granola. And when I'm done eating, I get to work. So sometimes I'm in my office. The days when I actually have an interview, I like to take them there for just like privacy. But most of the time, you can find me at the library. Now, I used to go to coffee shops, but I switched to working at the library for a few reasons. 1, they're free. I'm not pressured to spend money. 2, free parking. 3, no fighting for outlets. 4, they don't blast music like they're a club, but I can still get that ambient noise of people in the background. And the days I work at the library, I'm finding jobs to apply for, or I'm tailoring my resume for a position or any other admin type of thing, maybe following up with recruiters. And after I'm done, I either go work out or I go home and cook dinner, and that's pretty much my day. At what point do you start to label yourself as being depressed? Because like, I've been struggling. I've honestly been struggling. There are days where I am okay, and then there's other days where it just feels like the weight of the world is like just laying on my chest, and it's like actually hard to breathe. And I've been on this job search process for over 6 months at this point. Miraculously, all of my bills have been paid. But every day just feels like it's really, really uncertain, and I don't know like what is happening next. And it's taking a toll, to be honest with you. Like, I apply for jobs in my industry. I apply for jobs outside of my industry. I apply for entry-level positions. I apply for admin positions. I apply for part-time positions. I apply for like gig work. Like, I signed up for Amazon Flex, they waitlisted me. I signed up for Instacart Shopper, they waitlisted me. Like, I've been applying for jobs, a wide range of jobs, and nothing has come to fruition. And it's just really unsettling. It's very like overwhelming, and it's just, I don't know, it feels like really, really bleak, to be honest with you. I try to be positive. I try to like push out positivity when I can out to the world, but full transparency moment, like, this is hard. It's hard. It's been almost 9 months since I was laid off, so how am I coping with everything? Welcome back to Unemployed Diaries, the series where I document my journey to finding full-time employment after being laid off. So anyone who's been laid off in the last year or two knows just how hard it is to find a job. It is completely emotionally draining, and it's really easy to fall into depression. So here are 3 things I've been doing to help fight feelings of depression. Number 1, do the small things. Take a shower. Brush your teeth. Make up your bed. When you're overwhelmed or depressed, it can seem kind of useless to put in the effort to do things like this, but those small things, they create the spark that you need to do the big things. Number 2, go outside or move your body. Let the sun heal you. I know that sounds corny, but it's true. Just being in the sun, even if it's just like 10 minutes, it will help your mood. And this can look like going on a walk or just sitting outside. And once you're comfortable with that, then maybe start doing some type of exercise. So doing something that doesn't feel like a chore, like it should feel fun. So like basketball, swimming, dancing, yoga, like you can decide whatever it is, just start doing it and try to do it like a few times a week. Number 3, find a creative outlet. Something where you can just turn off the analytical side of your brain and you don't have to focus on anything other than being creative. So photography, painting, I'm really big into coloring. So either on my iPad or I'll use actual coloring books. And here's a bonus tip: stay hydrated. I told someone recently how most days I don't really drink water until like 2 p.m. And they told me like, no wonder I feel so frazzled and like I can't think half the time. It's because I'm dehydrated. They suggested that I go to bed with a glass of water on my nightstand, and when I wake up in the morning, as soon as I roll over, I drink the entire glass. And it helps me wake up and actually want to get out of the bed, and it gets me hydrated first thing in the morning. I hope these tips help, and let me know ways that you fight feelings of depression.